Verga, como este loco.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've always been impressed with Danny Carvajal, Peter, because of his work rate and incessant running. A consummate team player and a real fighting spirit inside him. You know, he's got that...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Opts to play it back. Shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Vitinha. Seedorf. And that's really well manoeuvred. To Messi. Thuram. Yamal. And it's Seedorf. And here's Messi. Van Nistelrooy. Not the most convincing of passes. Tries from distance.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Albert Ferrer chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Yamal. And he whips it in. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's in a great position here. And this is Van Nistelrooy. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He can run onto that. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro. Albert Ferrer. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And this is Dembele. Kimmich. That's Cannavaro. Some good work on the right flank here. Seedorf. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Van Nistelrooy. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi. Spread out to the left. And it's Musiala. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vitinha, and here's Van Nistelrooy. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good spread. That's a throw. That could spell trouble. And it's Messi. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And here's Messi. Spread it left.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Frimpong proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And this is Dembele. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Thuram. And here's Messi. Yamal. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Has to go back here. Takes a shot! Not a bad try by any means. Nicely spread. Ronaldinho.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Williams. Nico Williams. Silvestre has it in a wide position. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Cambio en Costa Rica. Número 7. Número 15.
So we're underway for the second half.
Número 10.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Bonucci, always a very imposing presence at the back. Juve. Here's found the way through. That's going wide left. Neymar, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Yamal, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pass is just off target. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Neymar, looking to play him in, drives it in. Oh, his chance! He doesn't look too happy with that. Over to the other side. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Yamal. Nice control. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Silvesh is always looking to play quality balls. Costa Rica are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neymar makes a dash for it. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Bonucci kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Barcola. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's had it nicked away. Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Thuram cuts it out. In towards the back stick. Messi. Gerrard closing in on goal. And he's there to belt it away. He's on it, can he get away? And that's a dangerous ball. He's found a way through. Oh, what has happened here? Gets his head on it! And it's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
But before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Cambio en Costa Rica. Número 4. Entrará al campo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. Costa Rica clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Neymar. Neymar Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking for options for movement. They've won a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Rijkaard can get it clear.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it into space. He's dealt with that really well. And that's another good win of the ball.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. And he's managed to get free. Played in. Bullish header! Goal! And right near the end, we have parity.
Lo empaté a lo último, por muerto.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up?
And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Bueno. Vaya, los cabeceadores no quieren.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
Ah, that's a fine interception. And it's Zanetti. Yamal. Thuram crosses it in. It's out for a goal kick. Rummenigge. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rummenigge. And he's quick to get rid.
¿Dónde salió? Para asegurar el gol, marico.
It's a goal kick.
Allá.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff receives a big chance! Goulart finds himself offside. Pass somewhat off target. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game.
Estas son las cosas del juego.
Vieira. Rummenigge has the space to scheme. Now it's Yamal, delivered in. Brilliantly cut out.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This decent chance! Off the post. And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And this is Cruyff. He's found a way through. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a searching pass. Rummenigge, not a hint of offside here. He'll try from distance. Oh, off the bar. Sneijder. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Aimed beyond the defence. And he's got his range wrong there. Tries to play it through. Rummenigge gets into a good position. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So what can they conjure from this one? And so we have the first set piece of the game. It's anyone's ball now. And that was very necessary. It's a pretty loose pass. Great ball, and he's in here.
Epa, penalazo.
It is a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. And he can thump it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Pinches it off him. Ball is over the line. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Knocks it into space. Not the most accurate pass. He's played it back. Some really good ball movement. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Pirlo. And it's lofted through here. That has not gone well. Keeper's got good distance on that. Piqué. And it's Cruyff. Just eases him off the ball. Now who's going to be first to this? Yamal. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So the action resumes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shoots! He scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage to every one of his teammates from here.
Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Van Nistelrooy. Shifted it to the flank. And that's aimed into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Cruyff was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Forced to go back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shot, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their third corner. Go back, and the shot! And that's in! Barcelona are back in business! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal...
And the finish! Rodrigo! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're back in front! Gorgeous! Just gorgeous!
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And yes, it's him again.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's on it. Can he get away? Schneider shifted upfield. That has been cut short. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Hullet. Yamal. Hernes. Collar. That is ended up in no man's land. No, that's been intercepted. Hernes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's clever.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hullet, he's picked his way through. Chance! And that's a good finish. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8. El dorsal
So we have
11.
movement on both benches. So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's picked it up out wide. Ball comes in. Tries to get it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. It's the bay!
Con un gol este arquero es imposible.
How did he not put that away?
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
So their 4th corner of the game. chance! Oh, that pass isn't the best. But it's Scholes. He's had a shot!
Mámelo, arquero, mámelo, arquero.
Another one of football's and how moments. They're up to 5 corners now. Hernus with the short one. And a chance!
Sáquelo, sáquelo.
For a goal. About as smooth as it gets. Back to within 1. Interesting. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And it's been taken short. Look at the space here. And he shoots!
Otra vez.
And that's a sharp finish. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike.
En el minuto 86, el dorsal 18.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is that the decisive goal? Diaz! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Dembele. Maldini is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a sharp pass. And it's Thiago. Greenwood.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, that has not gone well. Looking for the run. Now he's running away. And Shevchenko! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Pirlo plays it short. And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end.
Esa jugadita ahí. Hacen esa voltereta y listo, adiós.